The first part of Ramayan, the Bal Kand, ended with the return of Prince Ram and Sita to Ayodhya after their wedding, along with his brothers and their brides. They all lived happily in the palace together for 12 years. One day, King Dashrath noticed his hair graying. He realized it was time for Ayodhya to have a young new king. So he announced that Ram would be crowned king the next day. Everyone was delighted and was preparing to celebrate the coronation. There was only one person unhappy, Kaikeyi's maid-servant Mantra. She delivered this news to Kaikeyi, who was extremely delighted and rewarded her. But Mantra scolded Kaikeyi for being so naive. She scared Kaikeyi that she would not be the king's favorite anymore, but will become Kaushalya's servant, and that her son Bharat will not be a prince but Ram's servant. Mantra reminded her of the two boons that Dashrath had promised her when she saved his life in a battle. Kaikeyi's mind was poisoned by Mantra's words. She showed her displeasure by lying on the floor, dressed in tattered clothes. King Dashrath came to her chambers excited to share the news, but was shocked to see her in that state. He offered to do anything to please her. Kaikeyi demanded that the two boons he owed her were now due. First was for Bharat to become the next king, not Ram. Second was for Ram to be exiled to the forest for 14 years. Dashrath was heartbroken and speechless. He begged Kaikeyi to ask for anything but sending Ram away. All the elders of the court tried to reason with her, but she refused to listen to anyone. When the news finally reached Ram, he immediately accepted it to honor his father's promise and prepared to leave for the forest. Sita and Lakshman insisted on going along as they both were very attached to him. The next day they left to the forest, dressed as hermits, amidst all the cries and tears of the people of Ayodhya. In the forest, they met the tribal chief Guha, who was an ardent devotee of Ram. Guha took them across the river Ganga in his boat. Ram honored Guha's service and friendship by embracing him with affection. They proceeded into the forest and reached Chitrakoot, where they settled down for a bit. All this happened while Bharat and Shatrughan were at their mama or maternal uncle's place. Back in Ayodhya, King Dashrath could not bear his separation from Ram, and he fell ill and ultimately passed away. When Bharat and Shatrughan returned, Bharat was furious with his mother Kaikeyi. He learned about the events and disowned her and went to the forest with an army to bring Ram back. Bharat was guided by Guha and later by sage Bharadwaj in his search for Ram. He finally reached Chitrakoot and gave Ram the news of their father's demise. He begged Ram to return to Ayodhya and rightfully ascend to the throne. But Ram refused, as that would dishonor his father's memories. He gently consoled Bharat and his mothers and advised them to return to Ayodhya. Bharat asked Ram for his sandals and carried them back on his head. He stayed back in Nandigram, outside Ayodhya, refusing to enter the city until Ram has returned. From there, worshipping the sandals as a symbol of Ram's presence, he governed Ayodhya as a regent. This made Ram realize that he must venture further into the forest so that people can continue with their lives. So after spending some time in Chitrakoot, Ram, Lakshman and Sita went further into the forest and reached the ashram of Sage Atri and his wife Anusuya. Their arrival at Sage Atri's ashram marks the end of the second part of Ramayan, Ayodhya Kand.